Hello there, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I'd like to say to people, hope they had a good Christmas and that they have a good New Year. Also, I've had a few comments about sound. I think because I bought so many Lego recently, these shelves, I've got 9 of these now and they're basically all around me, so I think the sound kind of goes into those instead of to the phone. So we've made changes so that the sound should be okay from now on. So sorry about that, but didn't realise when it was editing that the sound was so bad. So my apologies there. Right, so this time the video is, we're going to go back in time to 2023. So we'll see how our retirements, they went, how they're doing now from back then. See whether we made a good investment, a bad investment, or whether we need to cut our losses, sell it, or whether we need to hold on for another year, or see what we're going to do with it. Okay, so this time I'm going to start off with the Star Wars from 2023, and we'll see how they went. One thing I do want to point out, I don't know whether you're going to be crazy enough to zoom into my face, but you see I've actually scratched my cornea, so it makes my vision a little bit blurred, so I may have to hold my notes a little bit closer so that I can read it. So that's why, so my apologies, because obviously I've got to read my notes and I can't quite see it properly. So that's why, just to sort of let you know, if you see my notes, that's why, because I've got to put it a little bit closer to my face. So anyway, so we're going to start off with Star Wars that retired in 2023 and a recap on how they're doing. So the first one is 40539, the Ahsoka Tano brickhead. That was $9.99. Brickeconomy value it at 11, BrickSet 12, and Bricklink 17. Camel 3X, it's got a low of 12 and a high of 39, currently being sold for $22.98. On eBay, it's sold for between £8 and £24. 1,129 people want it, and that's Brickeconomy say that's a good investment, and they've got an annual growth of 18%. So at the moment, that's a pretty good investment. Next one is 40623, the Battle of Endor Heroes, $39.99. Brickeconomy value at 31, BrickSet 29, and Bricklink 42. Bit of a difference there. Camel 3X got a low of 46 and a high of 111, currently being sold for £50.63. On eBay, it's sold for between £26 and £53. 828 people want it, and Brickeconomy says it's got a good investment. With that, it's a small increase so far, so obviously you might have to hold on to it a bit longer. Next one is 40658, the Millennium Falcon Holiday Diorama. That's $25.99. Brickeconomy value at 26, BrickSet 24, and Bricklink 32. On Amazon or Camel 3X, it's got a low of 28 and a high of 70, currently being sold for £31.16. On eBay, it's sold for between £19 and £34. It's got 4 figures, 2 of them unique, valued at around £14. 1,084 people want it. Brickeconomy says it's a good investment with an annual growth of 15%. So that's an okay investment. Obviously, if you bought it with gift with purchase and all that kind of thing like that, you know, getting 20% off, you're going to have bought it for around 20 quid. So if you're selling it on Amazon for 31, so you're making 10 quid or ish. So a little bread and butter investment, I suppose. Next one is 75288, the 8080, $149.99. Brickeconomy value at 144, BrickSet 125, and Bricklink 161. On Camel 3X, it's got a low of 99 and a high of 308. There's people on Amazon selling it. There's one being sold for 188, another one being sold for 217, and another one being sold for 250. But there's a high of 308. eBay, it's sold for between 148 and 190 pounds. It's got 6 figures, 4 of them unique, valued at around 37 pounds. 4,880 people want it, so that's not a bad investment, and that's got an annual growth of 9%. Next one is 75292, the Razor Crest, 119.99. Brickeconomy value at 103, BrickSet 104, and Bricklink 143. Camel 3X has got a low of 115 and a high of 368. Currently being sold for £166.42. On eBay it's sold for between £86 and £155. It's got 5 figures, plus it's also got 2 halves of the carbonite. So between those altogether, it comes to a value around £32. 5,981 people want it, and that's classed as a good investment for Brickeconomy. So obviously, if you're selling it on eBay for 155 and you bought it for around 100, you're doing pretty well. So that's a great investment. Next one is 75300, Imperial TIE Fighter. That's $39.99. Now I've got 2 of these just to show that I've got it. Okay. Brickeconomy value at 36, BrickSet 37, Bricklink 46. Camel 3X has got a low of 23 and a high of 80, currently being sold for £56. eBay it's sold for between £33 and £60. It's got 3 figures, 2 unique, valued at around £11. 2,773 people want it, with an annual growth of around 3%. So with that so far, there's a small increase, that's all. Next one is 75301, the Luke Skywalker X-Wing Fighter. And I've got 4 of these. Just to prove I've got 4 of those, and you can see them, the others behind me. Brickeconomy value at 43, BrickSet 38, and Bricklink 49. On Camel 3X, it's got a low of 30 and a high of 75. Currently being sold for £72.99, but they're selling over 50 a month at £72.99. On eBay, they're sold for between £38 and £65. It's got 4 figures, valued at £14. 2,768 people want it, and that's got an annual growth of 11%. So that's a just about okay investment. Next one is 75309, the Republic Gunship, $344.99. Brickeconomy value at 331, BrickSet 283, and Bricklink 368. On Camel 3X, it's got a low of 299 and a high of 551. Currently being sold on Amazon. There's somebody selling it for a $403.79 and somebody selling it for £435. On eBay, it's sold for between £263 and £360. It's got 2 figures, one of them unique, valued at around £21. 4,502 people want it. That's classed as a good investment with an annual growth of 5%. So that in itself isn't doing too bad. Next one is 75312, the Boba Fett's Starship, $44.99. Brickeconomy value at 36, BrickSet 29, and Bricklink 46. On Camel 3X, it's got a low of 30 and a high of 57. Currently being sold for $42.88, but they're selling 50 a month or over 50 a month. On eBay, it's sold for between £21 and £53. It's got 2 figures, valued at around £7. 2,416 people want it, and so far that's not doing too bad. Hopefully it'll improve, obviously, if you keep it another year, another 2 years, whatever. It all depends on your own strategy. Next one is 75317, the Mandalorian and Child, $17.99. Now, where's mine? I've actually got 8 of these. Brickeconomy value that at 20, BrickSet 13, and Bricklink is 20. On Camel 3X, it's got a low of 12 and a high of 50. Currently being sold for £23.60. And they're selling over 100 a month. There's also somebody selling it on Amazon for 26 and 35. On eBay, it's sold for between 13 and 35 pounds. 1,424 people want it, and it's on Brickeconomy as a very good investment. So, and it's 9% annual growth. So that's not a bad investment really. It's doing okay so far. Next one is 75318, the child, $79.99. Brickeconomy value at 65, BrickSet 51, and Bricklink 76. On Camel 3X, it's got a low of 46 and a high of 148, currently being sold for £97. On eBay, it's sold for between £54 and £90. It's got one figure, valued at around £2. 2,368 people want it, but that is a terrible investment. Well, obviously, if you've got that, you might want to try and get rid of it, or I don't know, you're going to have to keep it for a bit longer, because at the moment it's not doing very well. And £97 is, you're not going to make much on that, obviously, unless you got it at a really good discount. But anyway, next one is 75320, the Snow Trooper Battle Pack, $17.99. Brickeconomy value at 22, BrickSet 14, and Bricklink 20. On Camel 3X, it's got a low of 12 and a high of 24, currently being sold for £23.94. On eBay, it's sold for between £12 and £28. It's got four figures, one unique, valued at £10. 2,314 people want it, and that's got a good investment for Brickeconomy. And at the moment it's 9%, but when it first retired, it went as high as 17% annual growth. So there's a small increase in that so far. Obviously, we hope that's going to go up. Next one is 75322, the Hoff ATST, $44.99. Brickeconomy value at 39, BrickSet 38, and Bricklink 50. Camel 3X has got a low of 29 and a high of 96, currently being sold for £88.88. On eBay, it's sold for between £30 and £70. It's got four figures, valued at around £15. It's 2,733 people want it. So at the moment, that's not doing too bad. Obviously we hope it's going to go up, but if it's selling on eBay for £70 and it's a £45 set, we're not doing too bad. Next one is 75323, the Justifier, $149.99. Now, Brickeconomy value at 110, BrickSet 91, and Bricklink 123. Camel 3X has got a low of 99 and a high of 172. Currently being sold on Amazon for, well, there's three different sets I've seen. One was £132, one was £149, and another one was £162. So not doing too bad on Amazon if they get them prices. On eBay, it's sold for between £80 and £116, which obviously isn't too good considering it's a £149 set. It's got five figures, two unique, valued at £48. 2,473 people want it. So Brickeconomy say that's a good investment. So far it's got, if you're selling it on Amazon, you've got a small increase, but if you sell it on eBay, it's not doing very well at all. So it really depends on which format you sell on, whether you use Amazon or eBay. And the last one for this video is 75324, the Dark Trooper Attack, $29.99. I've got two of those as well. But those sets are the ones that when I very first started on Lego investing, I took notice of what other people were saying, and they were all saying, oh, buy this, buy that, buy that. And I bought two of them at full price from Lego, and they haven't done well at all. So like my other video, that when I started it said don't follow the crowd. That's what I did, and doesn't really help. So anyway, Brickeconomy value at 27, BrickSet 19, and Bricklink 30. On Camel 3X, has got a low of 22 and a high of 48, currently being sold for £34.99. On eBay, it's sold for between £15 and £30. It's got four figures, one unique, valued at £13. 2,334 people want it. So it's selling on eBay for £30, which is basically the MSRP. So it's not doing very well. I mean, even on Amazon, it's selling for £35. So unless you got it at a good discount, there's not much profit there at all. So that's the last one for this video. My next video, I'll do the other half of Star Wars. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye bye.